But it's important for you to understand that you've already, like as a spiritual being, you've already mastered spirituality. Like you have already mastered everything that there is to master when it comes to your powers, when it comes to your abilities, when it comes to you being a spiritual soul essence being. But then you come to earth and you're having to relearn everything being a human. And this can be challenging for a lot of us. That's why a lot of us can feel disconnected. We can feel like we're the black sheep in our family. We just feel like, like we never really fit in. We don't necessarily agree with a lot of these things that go on here on earth. And we're just feeling like, why am I here? Like, I don't really want to be here. Like, this doesn't feel like home. It's because it's not. It's because it's not. This isn't home for you. This isn't home for your soul. Like, it's important to understand that if you're listening to this message, you are not from here. Your soul did not originate on earth, and you are not earthbound as a soul. That's why you've been feeling out of place. That's why you feel like things just they don't like align with you. And you've been wondering why. You've like been trying to figure this out your entire life, and you always just knew that you were different. You knew that you had spiritual gifts, but even at that time when you were younger, you didn't know what to call them. You didn't know to call them spiritual gifts. You just knew that you were different. You knew that you didn't fit in with the status quo. You knew that you were the black sheep of the family, that you didn't agree with the ideologies and the understandings and the way humans go about things here. You just didn't fit in. And it's because you weren't supposed to. You weren't supposed to fit in because your soul didn't originate here. This isn't your home. You came here purposefully at this time to be able to help Earth, to help Earth ascend. You aren't trapped here. That's another like, oh my goodness, that's such a huge misconception that you're trapped here and you just keep reincarnating here, reincarnating here, reincarnating here, reincarnating here. No. You came here at this time specifically to help Earth ascend to 5D, to New Earth, because that's where we're going. And you needed to be here now because your energy was needed, your frequency was needed. But prior to you coming here, you had to go into training because it's almost like you're coming to battle, but you're not used to the battleground. So you had to understand, and some of us have incarnated here on Earth before, so we already had an idea of the density of this planet, the things that we were going to have to go through, the things that we would experience. It wasn't brand new to us, but for a lot of us and for a lot of you that are listening, this is your first lifetime here. That's why you felt so disconnected from everything and everybody, and that's why you've really secluded yourself, and you feel like you don't really get along with a lot of people because they don't resonate with you, because they're not feeling you on the level that you desire them to feel you on, And I want you to know that that's okay. You're not alone. There's so many of us out here that feel that exact same way. And it's because I'm here to remind you that you're not from here and you're not trapped here either. After this earth ascends, after you complete your mission here, you're going to go back home, wherever your home is. If you're a galactic being like myself, you're going to go back to where you're from. It is what it is. You've already ascended. You're not here to ascend. You're here to help the earth ascend. but you've already ascended as a being. It's so important that you know this so that you feel at least a feeling of like, I belong. Like, this is my role that I'm playing here. It's just important. Like, Source wants you to understand that like you have already mastered this spiritual game. And so all you're doing here now on earth is remembering. I wanted to say remembering, but you're remembering who you are, your gifts, your talents, the purpose, your mission. And you're not alone. You're not alone. It's important that you utilize your spirit team to help you. Ooh, this is something that just came. Okay, thank you. Another reason why, like, as a human, you can feel alone or by yourself is literally because your frequency and your energy was needed in a particular part of the world that was really dense. And so you may be one of the only people in your town, in your city, that is like you, that thinks the way that you think. You might just be, because you were needed in that particular location to hold the light frequency there. And you have to remember that as a soul, you chose this. You chose this as a soul. This wasn't pushed onto you. You decided, hey, I'll be the one. I can do it because I'm an advanced soul. I've gone through the training. I've done the things. I am ready. But also know that because of this, because you're remembering, because you're getting more in touch with who you are, you are going to need help along the way, and it's okay to ask your team for guidance. It's okay to call on your spirit team and say, I'm having a tough time right now. Why do you think you came here now, where we have the ability to connect with people like online and things like that? Like, you have a full community. Your soul family is here for you. Your soul family is here for you. You don't have to feel like you're walking this path alone or by yourself, because you're not. But it's really important that you remember that you chose this, and you chose to live where you live. You chose to be the outlier because you're not from here. You chose to experience these things, and you did it selflessly. You didn't come down here just for you. Like, you literally came here because Gaia, Earth, sent out a call and said that she's ready to ascend. Like, she's ready to get all these dense, low vibrational, darkness energies out of here. And she's ready to move to the 5th dimension. And you said, okay, bet, I will help out. You said that. You said that. And so I know it's challenging here. I know, believe me, I feel it. I know it's challenging here. I know it's not easy to be here, but I want you to remember that you have already surpassed. When I say surpassed, I mean mastered the spiritual game. This is not your first rodeo, and it's so important that you remember that, because it helps you move through this experience just a little bit easier, because you're like, I'm not crazy. You're not. So it's important for you to tap into the guidance, the spiritual guidance that you have, and tap into your own knowing, and allow that to guide you and direct you and navigate you through what is needed from you at this time, because you are very needed. Because if you weren't, you wouldn't be here right now, and you definitely would not be listening to this video because you simply would not even be able to resonate with my frequency. You wouldn't. So I just wanted to share this with you. Like, this was the message that Source was like, this is what needs to be shared right now. You're not alone. We're here to support you and to love on you and to help you through your mission as you continue to do the work that you came here to do. Connect in with your family. Connect in with where you're from. Ask your spirit team to help bring that information to you if you don't know. And feel into it with your knowing. Your knowing. I love you so much. Thank you so much for joining me again today for this message. If this is your first time here, welcome. Please join our beautiful community. Subscribe to this channel. I come out with daily channel messages to help you on your journey, on your spiritual journey, to help you remember who it is you are, because you are so, so important and so valued at this time. Peace.